Welcome to the channel. This is Quasi-Gamo, and today I have an exciting Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition power build to share with you. If you're struggling with your character not making an impact on the battlefield or adventuring journey, then this protective leader build might be just what you need. With this build, you can take on the role of a leader and commander, using your party as your military forces. This build maximizes party coordination and helps to bolster everyone's capabilities, allowing them to go beyond their limits. This build offers a unique approach to improving party coordination and effectiveness. If you're enjoying this content, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Your support means a lot, and please share your thoughts in the comments down below. We'd love to hear your feedback on this build and any ideas you have for future videos. To make this build work, we need to focus on three key elements. First, we want our character's presence to boost the morale and functionality of the party, improving their strengths and helping to mitigate their weaknesses. Second, we need the ability to reliably take charge and guide the group through difficult situations both in and out of combat. And finally, we want to prolong our party's ability to persevere through the rigorous dangers of adventuring by being able to restore or mitigate the damage and harmful effects they would receive. So now let's dive into the build and explore these elements in detail. Today we'll be selecting an excellent choice for our race, the Warforged. This gives us a +2 bonus to Constitution and a +1 to any stat of your choosing. We're going to be selecting Charisma in order to maximize our build. In addition to these bonuses, our racial features provide some amazing utility benefits such as Constructed Resilience, which gives our character advantage and resistance against poisons, immunity to diseases and sleep effects, and having no requirement to eat, breathe, or sleep. Also, Warforged have Century's Rest, which will allow us to capitalize on not having to sleep by going into a rest mode, allowing us to act like a security camera and keep watch. Finally is our Warforged's Integrated Protection, which gives us an additional +1 to our AC by attaching our armor to be part of our body. And now we'll be discussing the stat modifiers for our chosen race, and how to use point buy to optimize our character build. For those of you rolling for stats, we recommend keeping Strength, Intelligence, Wisdom, and Charisma all above 13 for multi-classing purposes, while prioritizing Charisma as the highest score possible. With point buy, our stats will be as follows: 13 Strength, 8 Dexterity, 13 Constitution, 13 Intelligence, 13 Wisdom, and 16 Charisma. These stats will give us 116 HP at level 20 and an AC of 19 by equipping Chainmail Armor and a Shield. We won't be allocating any ability score increases for this build, as we will be focusing on acquiring several useful feats instead, such as the Inspiring Leader, Chef, Warcaster, and Alert feats. Inspiring Leader will grant each party member temporary hit points equal to our level plus charisma bonus every time we rest, which can add up to 23 extra hit points for rest. Additionally, the Chef feat will provide our party with further aid during rest by allowing us to heal an additional 1d8 hit points. We can also make biscuits that grant temporary hit points equal to our proficiency bonus. This feat will also increase our character's constitution by 1, bringing it up to 14 and our maximum hit points to 136. Next, the Warcaster feat will benefit our spellcasting ability by granting advantage on concentration checks, and the ability to cast spells with gestures even when our hands are full. Finally, the Alert feat will primarily grant our character a +5 bonus to initiative rolls, compensating for our low dexterity score. It will also ensure that we can never be surprised and hidden enemies will not get advantage when attacking us. For this build, we'll be incorporating 4 different classes into our character's progression through multiclassing. We'll begin with the Order Domain subclass for the Cleric class, which will provide our character with proficiencies in Wisdom and Charisma saving throws, allowing them to resist mind-altering effects. This subclass also allows our character to wear heavy armor and shields. At level 1, we'll gain access to the Voice of Authority feature, which lets us command an ally to make an attack with their reaction if we cast a spell on them. In addition, we'll have access to the powerful Bless spell, which can give up to 3 allies an additional 1d4 to their attack rolls and saving throws. Another spell we'll have access to is Heroism, which gives an ally immunity to being frightened and gives them temporary hit points at the start of each of their turns. After our character's level in Cleric, they will embark on a multi-class journey into Bard, progressing from levels 2 through 6. At level 2, we will gain access to the Bardic Inspiration feature, which will give us a pool of d6s that we can distribute out to our party to help them succeed on any kind of rolls. We will also receive the powerful first level enchantment spell Silvery Barbs, which can force an enemy to roll another dice and take the lowest roll, while simultaneously giving an ally advantage on their next roll. As we reach level 3, our character will gain the Song of Rest feature, which will increase the amount of healing our party receives during short rests. Upon reaching level 4, we will unlock our bardic subclass, the College of Glamour, which will give us access to the Mantle of Inspiration feature. With this feature, we can use our bardic inspiration to give allies 5 temporary health and reposition them without provoking opportunity attacks by using their reaction. At level 5, our character will receive the Inspirational Leader feat, which will give our entire party 8 temporary HP at the end of every rest. Finally, at level 6, our Mantle of Inspiration will increase to 8 temporary hit points, and our Bardic Inspiration will increase to d8s instead of d6s, while also restoring their uses after every rest. We will also unlock the ability to cast 3rd level spells, allowing us to pick up the Intellect Fortress spell. This spell grants the target advantage on Intelligence, Wisdom, and Charisma saving throws, and can be used to give the entire party a significant advantage against mind-altering effects when cast at higher levels. After reaching level 6 with Bard, we plan to multiclass into Paladin from level 7 through 14. At level 7, our character will gain access to the Lay on Hands feature, which allows us to heal a creature by 5 times our Paladin level by placing our palms on them as an action. Upon reaching level 8, we can choose a fighting style, and the Interception fighting style will be the best fit for this build. This style will allow us to use our reaction to reduce incoming damage aimed at an ally within 5 feet by 1d10 plus our proficiency, which averages to 8.5 damage reduction. At level 9, our character will unlock their Paladin subclass, which will be the Oath of the Watchers. This subclass grants us the Channel Divinity Watcher's Will feature, which gives us and our allies advantage on Intelligence, Wisdom, and Charisma saving throws without the need for concentration. Upon reaching level 10, we can choose the Chef feat, which will increase our constitution to 14 and raise our bonus to +2, increasing our max HP, and this feat will allow us to cook treats for the party and restore them during rest. At level 11, our character will unlock the Extra Attack feature, allowing us to attack twice when attacking with an action. As the 5th level Paladin will also gain access to the 8th spell, a magnificent 2nd level Abjuration spell that both heals and increases the max HP of our entire party. At level 12, our character will gain the Aura of Protection feature, which grants a bonus to saving throws equal to our Charisma bonus, all allies within 10 feet of our character. Upon reaching level 13, we will gain another aura, the Aura of the Sentinel, which adds our efficiency bonus to the initiative score of all allies within our aura. This feature will help mitigate our poor dexterity. Finally, at level 14, our 3rd feat will be the Warcaster feat, which will improve our ability to maintain concentration when buffing the party with our spells. Once our character reaches level 14 with Paladin, we should start multiclassing into our final class, Wizard, for levels 15 to 20. At level 15, we gain the Arcane Recovery feature, which allows us to recover spell slots up to half of our Wizard level. Level 16 unlocks the School of Abjuration subclass, granting us the Arcane Ward feature. This creates a magical ward when we cast Abjuration magic that has its own health equal to double our Wizard level +1. Ward can take damage for us, and we can heal it by casting more Abjuration magic, which heals it for double the level of the spell slot that was used. And at level 18, our character will choose their final feat, and the Alert feat is recommended for a +5 initiative bonus, giving us an impressive initiative bonus of 13, and at level 19, we can cast 3rd level wizard spells, and it is suggested to pick up the transmutation spell, Haste. This spell doubles the target's speed, gives them +2 AC, and an additional attack on their turns. Finally, at level 20, we get the Projected Ward feature, allowing us to use our reaction when one of our allies gets hit with an attack to use our ward and take the damage instead of them. And now for the strategy of this build, which is both straightforward and unique. At the start of each adventuring day, you should use your 8th level spell slot to cast Aid, which will raise the party's current and maximum hit points by 35 while also creating a 13 health Arcane Ward. During rest periods, each party member will gain 23 temporary health points and an additional 8 HP of healing on average, resulting in an extra 58 to 66 HP at the start of each day and 28 to 61 after each rest. To ensure your party is ready for combat, have them stay within 10 feet of you while adventuring. This way, everyone will benefit from your proficiency bonus, which will be added to their initiative rolls. During the first turn of combat, use your action to cast Channel Divinity Watcher's Will, granting the entire party advantage against mental effects. With your bonus action, activate your Voice of Authority feature to grant 5 temporary HP to anybody who doesn't have any, and allow your party to position themselves on your turn to give them more flexibility on the battlefield. On subsequent turns, focus on casting spells that buff your allies and allow one of them to make a weapon attack with their reaction. Bless is an ideal spell to use as it boosts everyone's capabilities on the battlefield. Alternatively, there's Aid, which can be used as an area effect to heal. Finally, Haste can be used if your party has someone who can take advantage of having additional damage. Keep your reaction reserved for reducing damage with your Arcane Ward or casting Silvery Barbs, which will again grant an ally an opportunity to make an attack with their reaction. Thank you for watching this build guide. I hope you found it informative and enjoyable. If you have any suggestions or requests for future build videos, please let me know in the comments section down below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more gaming content and character builds. This is QuasiGamo, signing off.